Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 29th. This week I'm still collaborating with Marie Moore, so if you haven't checked her out yet, please do so below at the link in the description below. It's going really well for the both of us, and we're hoping to get more readers and astrologers on board for sure, so that we can all grow together, because it's working out really well for us. So, like I said, it's unfortunate that we can't get more people to do it with us. But having said that, let's look at what's going on for you this week. Let me just pull a card for that at the end. Yeah, okay. All right, so this week you start off with the Four of Diamonds. Really good card. This can represent traveling. So some of you might be traveling or thinking about traveling. It is also a card of moving and planning a move. It seems like everybody's moving this year, so or thinking about moving or planning a move next year or something like that. So definitely a card of movement and things along those lines. Could even be movement in a job as well. This can represent promotions, new jobs, getting new jobs, looking for new jobs, all those things. And it can also represent selling something, like selling your home or selling something from the home as well. Great for business and having home-based businesses as well. Next, you have the Ace of Spades. This card represents overcoming obstacles. It's a very good card for just moving past something that's been holding you back. So a lot of you could be like overcoming some serious obstacles, some things that need to be resolved as well. So it's a good card for that. It's also a card that represents like rebirth and changes and transformations happening for you at this time. So really nice card there, and it can represent new beginnings as well. Next, you have the King of Hearts. So a lot of you could be seeing energy coming back to you. You have the Six of Hearts. Very similar meaning, not the same, but very similar. But a lot of you could be seeing some energy that you've put out coming back to you. You could be seeing a return on that. This is like a return on your investment. It could be like literal return on investment, or it could be a return on investments that you've made in the past. And it can represent that. It can represent, maybe also it can represent messages. Even if you've put out messages to people and you haven't been hearing back from them for whatever reason, this can represent a return on those messages as well. Next, you have this weird little combination here. You have the Seven of Spades and the Five of Spades. A couple other signs had the Five of Spades and the Three of Spades. And I said to those signs, watch your health. But this combination here represents separation. Both cards represent separating away from things in actually a good way. I mean, this can be you separating away from like limiting beliefs, from fears. It can be letting those things go, and even guilt. I think a big one for Leo is guilt. Like every time I read for Leo, I just get this it's going to sound weird, but these guilty feelings of guilt, and I think a lot of you are actually letting that go. Guilt is like the one emotion or feeling that really can do some damage. So let go of guilt, let go of those things from the past for sure. But it looks like you're doing that. I mean, these are both cards of action. You end with the Seven of Clubs as well, and the Seven of Clubs is very similar. It's like letting go of these things, and it's a card of action, so it suggests that you are. Next, you have the Six of Hearts. Six of Hearts is a great card for negotiations. If you're involved in any sort of negotiation or contracts or anything like that, this is a good card for negotiating those things. I know we're in a Mercury retrograde now, but the card's coming up. It's still a good card for doing those things. Just because it's retrograde does not mean that contracts are all going to fail and all these things. Things can still move forward. We still need to be working. We still need to be doing things. We still need to be negotiating at times, even retrograde or not. So, but this is a good card. It gives you a good mind for that. It gives you a good mind for seeing both sides of an argument as well. Other than that, it's again a return of energy. It's energy you put out a long time ago returning to you. Next, you have the Nine of Spades. Disappointments, griefs, and guilts, and thinking about those things. So let those things go. Let the griefs and the guilts and the old issues go. Your last two cards, Two of Spades, separation. So again, you have all these separation cards. There could be some uncomfortable moments. I actually don't think it's a bad week. I mean, even though you have four Spades cards here, I don't think that this is necessarily saying that you're going to have a bad week. You actually have five, but the Ace of Spades is a very positive card. But I think it's really you just transforming past some issues, maybe some uncomfortable moments, but nothing, I don't think anything damaging or hurtful or anything like that. And you end with Seven of Clubs. This is a card of feeling like you're trapped in prison, but looking for ways to get out. So I think a lot of you, again, I think it's symbolizing a lot of you letting go of guilt, letting go of grief, letting go of fears and letting go of things that are just holding you back in general. So I actually think it's a great transformative week for you. Again, there could be some uncomfortable moments, but I don't think it'll be anything too serious. But other than that, I mean, you have all these other great cards of energy returning too. So looks like a good week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.